Heyo, welcome back into the channel, my friends. Thanks for coming back in. Appreciate it. Welcome back to MBPFishing, my friends. You guys are coming back in. As you guys can see, we're way high. I mean, really high. And just in time for a train, by the way. Great timing, right? It took me a while to get out here. I've been sick for a while. And got him, folks. Right by the bank. I didn't think I cast this line out, folks. I just left it by the bank. What the heck? I just put some worms on that and put that right by the bank. What the heck is that sucker doing that? Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, I'm still coughing up some goo. That's our first fish, first cast. Actually, I didn't even take a cast this one. He hit it, sucker was just sitting there by the bank. Gorgeous fishy. Yeah, that's our first fish of the day. I just looked down, happened to see that rod pulling, and I guess I better grab it. Duh. Got a little down there, didn't you, buddy? Oh, I think I can get that out. I almost got it. He's just right on top of the jaw, man. You guys can hear my throat's kind of coarse. There we go. There we go. No muss, no fuss, no blood. First fish of the day, folks. Number one. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, let me get this rod back out and I'll get to that chat. Yeah, you guys can hear my voice is pretty coarse. My throat's kind of torn up. It's better to have too much soil in there, not enough. If you don't have enough, they wind up dying on you. Too much, you just have trouble finding them. I didn't cast that rod out that time, folks. I just put the line down. I was gonna cast her out there, having to walk over and you guys are great. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, welcome back to MBPFishing, folks. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, sir, Reed. Welcome back to our channel. Yes, this is our channel, folks. I wouldn't have a channel if it weren't for you guys. Nope, I would not. To be honest, it wouldn't be much of a channel anyway, folks. Yeah, I cast that. Yeah, a little further up current. Probably that right where I got that bite. I was like right on the bank. Absolutely dropped that line, and that's fucking again, man. And another day, 8-10 mile per hour wind. You know, at least it's warm out. It's been super cool for quite a while. I really love it. Yeah, it took me a while to get out. I have been feeling, actually, I've been feeling pretty miserable. So I'm just gonna say misery. Yep, miserable. You guys know how those colds can be. I haven't got a rocket set up here yet. I just got down here. So folks, I was gonna get out earlier. It's just that I felt icky and yucky, and I just went back to bed for a little while. And like, finger. Look over. I saw that rod back. Got him. Got him, folks. Sean, what we got this time? And what is that? That's a buffalo carp. Buffalo sucker. That's buffalo. That's buffalo, folks. Boy, that's a pretty guy here. That's a dark black. Wow, that's cool. We're gonna spin around in this circle. I missed you guys. I did. Whoa, buddy. This sticker's got some power to him, huh? Whoa, right over the line. Right underneath my line. And over two. I thought I had him beat. Apparently I didn't. Hey, he's a little munched and strong. Well, I hope our feed angle's okay. I haven't checked anything yet. That's a nice 4 or 5 pounder. And these guys are a little easier to attack once you get in the bank. Usually, not always. It's not always. Ow, 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 that was my thigh, buddy. Ooh, that hurt. Quit it, dude. I've been out here for a while. You got an advantage on me, buddy. Sheesh. Yeah, this is a gorgeous one, folks. Get out of the hook's got me. That's a beautiful one there, folks. Buddy, sheesh. Good googly, how did he know I had to let loose? I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, this one's mean. This one has got an attitude. You're beat, buddy. Give it a break. I'm going to show you off to YouTube, and then you can go home. Man, I did not wish to be slimed on my second fish. I see what I'm telling you? This one's like it's got an attitude and a half, man. Sheesh, dude. Gorgeous buffalo. Second fish of the day, folks. Let me ask you guys: is the camera okay right now? We're not pixelated or anything. I can go into my live feed on my my main account here, assuming I can find a little stinker. I think that's it. Yep, that's it. And we look, yeah, pretty daggone clear to me. All right, buddy. This fish still ain't giving up, dude. Wow, man. Look at him. He is like, all right, I give up. Man, this one is just not cooperating. Ow. Yeah, knocking my lenses out, you little stinker. This one's just not cooperating. See you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. That lens hit the water and just washed right off the bank. Oh, man. There it is. Got lucky on that. Oh, man. What a start to a feed, folks. After being sick for 3 or 4 days, you know, in the ER, healing up. Holy moly. What a way to start a feed, folks. One like 2 pound drum and about 4.5 to 5 pound buffalo carp. Buffalo sucker. Yeah, I know Modo's gonna be watching this later. It's a buffalo sucker. Yeah, I got backhanded twice by that fish, by the way. Mean stinker. And that sucker was mean. Let's see, Miss Giggy, what's going on? How you doing, Miss Giggy? And John C, what's going on? John C's good afternoon, Mike. Let's see, Grumpy Bass. How you doing, Grumpy Bass? Appreciate you guys coming in, my friends. Let's see. John C says, Grumpy Bass, hey. Grumpy Bass says, John C. John C says, Miss Giggy. Let's see, Real Monster, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Real Monster says hi. Yeah, Danny, if you get a chance, could you wrench up Real Monster? He's been in our feeds for a couple times. And the same with Just Cooking. Let's see, Just says, don't forget to double tap your screen. Yes, sirree. Like, subscribe, share us out. Helps out the channel so much, my friends. Let's see, Ed, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Ed says, Mike, brother. Good afternoon, and doing well. Let's see, Roberto, what's going on? Let's see, Robert. Yep, Robert says hi. Ed says, just looking hello. Ed says, Robert. It says, everyone, yep, like and subscribe. Let's see, fish on, Miss Giggy. Ed says, John C. Ed says, Grumpy Bass. Let's see, Bambi, what's going on? How you doing, Bambi? Bambi says, woo. Let's see, Ed says, camera's good. Thank you, I appreciate that, Ed. Let's see, Bambi says, yes, sir, beautiful fish. Let's see, good, what's going on? How you doing? Good says, yeah, the view is so beautiful. Yeah, the water's up. We're about 24 feet. We're about 6 feet below flood stage right now, folks. Let's see, Doda, what's going on? How you doing, Doda? Doda says MVP. Doda says Edward. And thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. By the way, if you guys want to donate, PayPal and Cash App's linked in my description on my main channel. Also, so is Chime if you want to donate. If you don't, it helps out the channel so much. You can support her. I'll shout you out if you want to. If you don't, just send that in the message. I just like to mention it at least once a feed. No worries. Let's see. Danny says, hi, chat. Ed says, Doda. Bambi says, laughing her butt off. Let's see. Danny says, hi, Miss Giggy. Ed says, Danny, brother. Let's see. Danny says, hey, Edward. Edward says, Mike needs a break. Let's see. Miss Giggy says, Danny. Let's see. Danny says, no, Eddie, just did. Let's see. Bambi's laughing his butt off. Danny's laughing his butt off. Ed's laughing his butt off. See, Jason, what's going on? How you doing, Jason? Jason says, Mike, great to see you out. Great to be out, Jason. Yeah, being sick for a while, that'll knock you flat on your face. Yeah, that was not fun. Yeah, that bug had me in bed. I thought I was gonna die. Let's see, Sub, what's going on? How you doing? Sub says hello, Grandpa. Hi, son. Let's see, Whitney says hello. Jason says, hey, Ed. Ed says Whitney. Whitney says, hello, Edward. Jason says, hello, Danny. Let's see, California says, what time is it? Let's see, 2:44 here. Let's see, Randy, what's going on? How you doing, Randy? Randy says, hello, Mike. How you doing, Randy? Yeah, we're just getting started. I already got 2 on feed. Let's get these rods back out. See if we can get some more. Yeah, that was on my little finger hook. That's like a number 10. Another train, folks, your hook down, volume down. got all three of them. They ain't been out fishing for a while yet. Man, that first fish, that was a fish too. That fish had it in for me, man. He backhanded me a couple times and nailed me in the side, the head. That's a mean old fishy there, folks. That sucker was mean. How's that one? Straight out. Let's see if I can get this. Honestly, I should put probably these rods a little closer to each other. Yeah, I just got out here, folks. I was feeling like crap again. I took a nap and I was like, should I get out of bed? I promised everyone I was going to go out. All right, I'll go. Glad I got out. Sometimes it's how bad you feel is you feel better outside. Are you going to feel bad at home or are you going to feel bad out fishing? That's the question you have to ask yourself. And you know what? I was to the point where I was going to feel bad. Anyways, I don't want to feel bad out fishing. To be honest, the sun is doing me quite a bit of good. Right there, it's going that way. Right there, it's going that way. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I've still got quite a bit of congestion. Let's see, where's my soda? I need something to keep my throat wet while I'm out here. There's the soda. That's better, folks. Don't break your neck, Michael. One good news is with the water higher is that these rocks are pierced in the ground quite a bit better. It's not as easy to slip and break your patooski like we did our last week. Danny says hi, Randy. YouTube. Really, dude. Those half my worms on the ground. Gonna be one of these days, folks. One of them days. Fish are fighting for me and everything like that. See, YouTube, what's going on? How you doing? YouTube says he's from Iran. Awesome, my friend. This is St. Louis, Missouri. And we're on the mighty Mississippi River. See, Jason says train. See, Danny says shoo. Yeah, she's going. See, Griffin Bass says hey, Edward. See, Danny says hi, Grumpy. Grumpy says Jason. Jason says howdy. Jason says 130 people. Let's go. See, Danny says hit that like, people. Yes, sir. Like, subscribe. Share us out. It helps out the channel so much, my friend. Let's see Clipping what's going on. It says catch anything today. Yeah, we've caught 2 so far. We just got started about 20 minutes ago. Let's see, one like 4.5 to 5 pound buffalo, and one like 2 pound freshwater drum. Let's see, Clipping with a tractor message. Clipping says MVP. Hi, how you doing, Clipping? See, I didn't talk about the conditions out here. We've got about maybe 65 degrees. Sunny, we do have a little bit of a breeze, but, you know, with the water being up as high as it is, it's not really bothering us all that much. I'm sorry if I sound a little funny, folks. My voice is I was hacking and coughing for a couple days there. This is my first feed out since I was sick. Well, that sun feels good. Definitely. Might take my sweatshirt off too here in a minute. It keeps getting warmer. They didn't say nothing about it hitting 70. They said 65 for high. Fight. He's hanging on it. Oh, you little stinker. I'm just, out of there for a second, though. Adam and he popped off. Now, you guys can tell I haven't done this for a while. I'm a little... Actually, I'm quite a bit a lot, actually. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to catch you guys some fishes on feed. Trying to tackle these river brutes and these river monsters. Problem is I can't do it with. I see the angles now. This one eventually drifts over to the left, so I have to get this one out first. That one's gotta go over there. So, hey, here comes some goofers, folks. I hear them. They went across the river. Oh, that's way too far out. On that one again. These rods gonna have to be stabilized at just the right angle. So they don't they're literally going to slack. Oh, moving up. Good. Good. All right. Back to that chat and see what's going on. Hit that like, people. Clifton says catch them. Danny says hi, Clifton. Let's see. New, what's going on? New BC. How you doing, my friend? New BC says hi. Let's see, Antonio, what's going on? How you doing, Antonio? Antonio says hi. Hey, Antonio, how you doing, my friend? See, 134 people in and 37 thumbs up. That's just incredible, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, I already got my jaw jacked twice by that buffalo. Man, that sucker's like, yep, I'm back in the socket. That little stinker hurts. All this other stuff out here. Let's see, 450, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? 450 says hello from Germany. How you doing? This is St. Louis, Missouri. We're on the mighty, muddy Mississippi River. All that. you'll hit the arch in St. Louis. And I'm surprised those suckers were hitting that quick. I haven't even gotten any corn out here. Let me get some bait up the spot real quick. I haven't even gotten bait here yet. That a couple of handfuls of corn will do, even species of fish that don't usually eat corn. Something like a flathead, you wouldn't think putting corn would attract flathead catfish, right? Well, it doesn't. What it does is it attracts the bait fish that the big old flathead catfish feed on. Same thing with the freshwater drum, all those little crustaceans and stuff that are on the bottom. And our third train, folks. Earbuds down and volumes out again. What's going on? How you doing, NJR? Alright, how you doing, NJR? I hope you can hear me now. NJR says afternoon mine. Afternoon to you too, my friend. How you doing, Risky? I don't know how to do that. English if you can. If you can, emojis are fine, my friend. I do believe Danny speaks some Polish and some Dutch and other languages, so we'll be able to keep up with that. And Big Art says, doing good, getting my stuff ready for trout season on Saturday. Awesome, my friend. Hope you catch some big ones, buddy. Might be getting bites out here. I can't tell because my line is black. Trying to understand what the current's doing from day to day is kind of tricky. Especially when you go up here from one day to the next, it's crazy. 10 friggin' feet. Kevin, what's going on? How you doing, Kevin? Kevin says hi. He says hi, NJ. See, Danny says hi, Kevin. Come on. Yeah, see, I'm getting bites because my line's full, so I can't see them. Heck, that popped that hard, man. I felt that. I thought I was getting bites. That line don't go slack for no reason like that all the time. See if I can set that chat line where I am. I just happened to have my hand on that rod and I felt him popping. That was a pretty good pop. I have my hand on the rod and I felt it go one hard tap. That's where I would be fishing, right? Regular, like that. Right, turn back. Gotta kind of get into fishing mode here. I've been in oh my god, I'm dying mode for a couple days now. So I gotta get back into fishing mode. Pop. Sinker. Bing, 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 bing. Half the job when the water's high is finding some active fish. The other half is landing them and hooking them. That's too full tight, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I haven't been out fishing in a while, folks, so two nice ones are pretty good so far. See, Les, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Les says, hit that like, people. Yes, sir, hit that like, people. Like, subscribe, share us out. Let's see, Les says NJG. Let's see, Danny says Les. Les says MVP. Let's see, George, what's going on? How you doing, George? George, ask catch anything. Yeah, we've caught two so far. 1 2-pound drum and 1 4.5-pound buffalo. Sorry if my throat's a little wonky right now. I've had a cold for a couple days, so kind of sounds a little eh. I know, I apologize. I'm gonna have to try to keep my throat. Yeah. Let's see, Jenny says yes. Miss Gigi says less. See, 238 people in, my friend. That is just incredible. I don't think I've ever had 235 people in at once. And 47 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Zemo, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Zemo says hi. Hi, Zemo. Yeah, that's my record. I've never gotten that high. $206 was my highest ever. Lazy, what's going on? How you doing, Lazy? Lazy's MVP, let's go. Boy, that's an interesting name. Let's see, I'm just calling you Big Top. How you doing, Big Top? Big Top with the thumbs up. Appreciate that, my friend. See, Lazy says, I'm tired. MVP, that the sound of the water will put me to sleep. Hey, it's better than the, you know, sometimes the water will make you want to do something else besides sleep. Awesome, my friend. This is St. Louis, Missouri. And I appreciate that thumbs up. Let's see, we have 254 people still in. Incredible, my friends. And 50 one thumbs up. Let's see. Lazy says, how are you? How are your day? Well, I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit late out on the feed today, but yeah, I've been feeling pretty sucky. So, let's see. Lazy's laughing his butt off. Let's see. Danny says, hit that like button, people. Let's see. Miss Diggy says, blue. I know I was getting bites out here. Let me put that down for a second. Maybe I missed that spot. Maybe I don't look like it. Yeah, it looks like they got all the small worms off. Stickers, look at that. They tore all the small worms off that. I put one big night crawler on there and 3 or 4 little worms on there, and they got all the small ones off. Come on, suckers. I put way too much soil in with these guys, but I'd rather have too much than not enough. A couple smaller ones to put on here with good. And the wind's going to fill my bucket there again. We lost 20 worms already. You guys are enjoying the show, my friends. Man. Holy, so dang fast. Oh, that's 2 worms gone. Adios. Stop some more worms down here. Yeah, you fish for what's hitting down here on this river. Sometimes there'll be big stripers, sometimes it'll be blue, sometimes it'll be big grass carp, sometimes it'll be common carp, sometimes it'll be freshwater clams. You never know what's going to be hitting down here. Still got it. Yeah, that wind is blowing bad right up there. We're getting kind of a wind block, not much. Just a little bit. Lazy says, what's up, Giggy? Let's see, Lazy says, well, I hope you get to feeling better. I'm feeling way better than I was yesterday, that's for sure. If this keeps going, I should be pretty good soon enough. Let's see, Muhammad with the emojis again. I appreciate you coming in, Mod. Pamela, what's going on? How you doing, Pamela? Pamela says hi. Hi with the fishy emoji. Lazy says hit that thumbs up, guy. Lazy says like, share, and subscribe. Awesome, my friends. Yes, sirree. Don't forget to double tap that screen for us. 159 people in and 60 thumbs up. Lazy says let's go 100 likes. Awesome, my friends. See, we've got, yeah, looking pretty good. Yeah, we got banged up on the rocks the other day down here, and I had to go to the emergency room to get that patched up, and I think I caught a bug in the ER. Because I went like home for 4 hours, and I was sick as a dog. And I stayed there for quite a while too. I stayed there on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You can ask Danny, Chris, Jason when they come in, and they were having a hard time getting a hold of me. I couldn't even, you know, those colds where your body aches from head to toe and you can't really get up except to go to the bathroom. Yeah, that was one of them. Obvious, what's going on? How you doing, Obvious? Obvious says hi. See, Kent, so what's going on? How you doing, Kent? Kent says hi. Let's see, Andrew, what's going on? How you doing, Andrew? Andrea. How you doing, Andrea? Olay. Kent says hi. Kent says good luck. All right, Kent, I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry. At least the one good thing about live streaming, there's no way for me to, you know, the bug, whatever bug I've got, it's going to stay here. See, Andrea. Yeah, English if you can. If you can, emojis are fine, my friend. But you're more than welcome to chat in the live. I believe there's a way I can translate that to English. I just haven't figured it out yet. I believe I have to go back to my main. Well, I think I can do that on my main camera. I do know that's French. Yes, we are down here in St. Louis, Missouri. This is the mighty old muddy Mississippi River. And we're getting near flood stage. We got 5 feet before we reach up to the flood walls. With the fishy emojis. Appreciate that, my friend. You look pretty good in chat. I'm going to set her up here for a minute. Hey, we prayed to relentless today. Another one coming. Oh, nope, that one made a left. Never mind, that one's going that way. Yeah, behind us there's a turn track. So sometimes they go that way, sometimes they go that way. That goes over into Illinois. Might be a day where I need to let this stuff soak. Water being as high as it is, I might be having trouble finding the base of the water. Another good reason for that corn out there. It's an extra set to pull them into this location. It doesn't always work, but it's worth trying. I'm gonna recap. Oh, that one looks perfect again. Man, it's holding fine. Maybe I just need to refresh this thing. Look at that. Yep, something's been chewing on the end of that worm. I'm gonna get rid of a chunk of that so I can put some fresh stuff on there. You don't need a whole fresh worm when you're doing this. You just need a part. Way you can save on bait, especially with someone like me. I don't I can't afford my worms, so I have to raise them. And raising big night crawlers is kind of tricky. Now, smaller worms, yeah, I can do that pretty easily. But the later in the season gets, the bigger the worms I need and the more food I need in the bin. Make sure all these lines are caught. Right. This is kind of a tight line technique. It doesn't need to be 100% tight, but it does need to be close. It needs to be close enough to where I can see that bite. Because the wind blowing like this makes it so that rod's gonna, do this, right? And when you get a bite, all of a sudden it'll start doing something erratic. And get used to that if you're fishing down here on the Mississippi. Floating, miscellaneous soda bottle. Wait. There's always something miscellaneous floating down here. Oh, I got emotions again. If I can keep a positive nature when I'm sick as a dog, I can do it any time of the week. In fact, if I can do it when I fell down on my butt the other day, I can do it any time of the week too. Let's see, 110 people still in. Incredible, my friends. And let's see, 63 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Let's see. I'm just going to call you Coop. Coop says hi. Hi again, Coop. Let's see, Red Bull. How you doing, Princess? Hi. Appreciate you coming in. Princess says, I hope everyone is doing good. Just stopped in real fast. I hope all is well. Hey, we're doing okay, my friend. Let's see, we got 4.5 pound buffalo and 2 pound drum so far. Tell you what, I do feel a heck of a lot better than stuck in that house. At some point, you're just going, I'm not going to get any better. I might as well go do something. Yeah, my legs are cramping a bit. I usually don't cramp up. I can usually sit out here for hours. But the legs aren't up to speed again. I got this rock behind my foot. That's not helping. Hey, Tin, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Hey, Tin asked me, you fish for catfish? We fish for a lot of different species down here on the Mississippi. Blue cat, channelhead, flathead, or among them. We're using worms, so we've got that potential, big old night crawlers. We've also got potential for every other species in this river. Buffalo, grass carp, common carp, let's see, freshwater drum, white bass, striper, sturgeon, skipjack herring. Just to name a few off the top of the list we've caught this season. Jenny says, hi, Princess. Hi, Princess. 96 people still in. Incredible, my friends. 67 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, you little thinkers. 2 bites that quickly, and then they just kind of shut off. I did notice something, too, behind me. I got down here. There's a fire burning behind me. I wonder where that smoke was coming from. Apparently, there was someone fishing here not more than a few minutes after I got here, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, there's a little fire over there still. It's not actually that cold out here. It's like 60 degrees. What the heck do you need a fire for? Yeah, I'm 58. I'm pretty warm, actually. Heck, I'm debating whether or not to take my sweatshirt off. All right, let's bomb this sucker out here a little deeper. I've been going in shallow. Let's go out there a little deeper. That current's not really pulling that much out there. It's more like undertow boiling around, and might be able to hold out there. This one's holding out there relatively good. I'm not using that much weight. I'm only using an 1/8 of an ounce. Kind of got the idea when I got down here. I took a look and that current wasn't. I mean, it's moving like this, right? But it's like not a place you'd want to swim after about 7 or 8 feet out there. You get pulled under quick. You guys remember this spot? We got a shallow, like a rock face here. Then it drops off and it goes to a sandy spot. And you got that little cubby here where the creek pours out here. And then it gets shallower and shallower, and then it goes back down deep again. You got rocks in front of us, rocks to the left of us. It's kind of cool to be able to look at this spot from my previous live feeds and see what the water level has been, what areas we're fishing now that the water's up. It's pretty cool to be able to do that to people that aren't, you know, used to this spot. You can quite literally look at my live feed, because I'll try to point the camera down and back in the other direction so you guys can see the shoreline a lot. That way you can see when the water gets higher, you're like, oh yeah, I know the bottom here. Honestly, that's a lot of fishing, folks, is knowing what on these big rivers, knowing what your bottom is about. See, Scott, what's going on? How you doing, Scott? Scott says, MVP, good to see you out, brother. Good to see you too, my friend, and it's great to be out. I really am. I'm happy to be out here today. Let's see, Gator, what's going on? How you doing, Gator? Gator says, Danny. Let's see, surf casting, what's going on? How you doing, surf casting? Surf casting with a thumbs up. I appreciate that, surf casting. Surf casting says hi. Let's see, 66 people still in it. 73 thumbs up. That's just incredible, my friend. Thank you, thank you. See, Andrea says hello from good old Germany. Awesome, my friend. This is, like I said, St. Louis, Missouri. See, Surfcasting says hello. Gator says Miss Gigi. Surfcasting says from Portugal. Yeah, we get a lot of people from all around the world. Danny, he's from the Netherlands. Let's see, Pierre Coops, he's from the UK. Let's see, Gator, he's from Arkansas. Just a lot of people from all across the country and all across the world. Let's see, Gator asks, what have I caught today? Let's see, just 2 so far. 1 2-pound drum and 1 4-pound buffalo. I'm a little off. I've missed 2 bites. And that first buffalo, he manhandled me bad, dude. I mean, that little stinker, I don't know what was with that fish. He backhanded me a couple times, just about flipped out of my hand, flew in a couple of times. I couldn't keep up with a little stinker. Arnold, what's going on? How you doing, Arnold? Arnold says, hey, bro, how's life? Doing okay. After a couple days sick in bed, get down here on the river. Nothing better to cleanse the old heart and the palate, my friends. Let's see, Surfcasting says, fish emojis, I appreciate that. And Gator's laughing his butt off. Yeah, you've been laughing your butt off too if that fish has been doing that to you. You've been taking it home and eating it. I know you, Gator. You ain't gonna eat anything. Let's see, Melvin, what's going on? How you doing, Melvin? Melvin says, hey, y'all. How you doing today, Melvin? Let's see, Jenny says, hey, Melvin. Miss Gigi says, Melvin. Let's see, Gator says, yep, true. That first backhand, that fish, Gator been like, you know I gotta eat you now. Oh. Ah. Yeah, it's gonna be a couple more days before I get my throat back into full fruition. It's like at about 70%. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Do that again. That's not fair, dude. That's not very good though. Oh, look, pop, pop, pop. Yeah, that might be our problem right now, folks. I think this spot was fished heavily recently. Now, even if the people don't catch fish, which I assume no one did because there's no fish scales or... Oh, come on, buddy. Pop, pop, pop. Said no fish scales or any guts or anything around here. Still putting bait in the water can oftentimes feed them heavily. Especially if they were fishing out here maybe 6-7 hours straight. Put a couple dozen worms into the water. Even if people didn't catch any fish, a lot of times they'll feed them really good, which is fine. I mean, and plus there are plenty of fish in this river. It just kind of sucks that it would be right. That fire's still going right behind us too. Yeah, it's right there, still smoking. Let me show you guys. Yep, someone was fishing down here recently, see? That's still burning. Look what that little stinker did, man. Really did try to hit a lot of that bait on. Okay. Right out here, a little bit closer to the bank this time. I assume, because no one ever fishes close to the bank. That's one of the reasons why I catch fish down here too. Because even when people fish, they fish way the heck far out there in the middle of the dang river. And a lot of the fish are sitting right here by the bank. Seriously. That one feels okay. I don't know. You were pecking that edge of that worm off again. Yeah, I think that train's making it this time, folks. Yep, another train, folks. Yep, this one's on the way. Earbuds out, volumes down. buffalo. Yeah, that was in like super close to the bank. Remember that first drum? I just put the line down. And I figured, what the heck? I went out to turn the live feed on. I walked back. The line was sitting there right by the bank, and the fish was on there. That's exactly what this fish was. He was being pretty close to the bank. Gorgeous fish, folks. Number 3. Yeah, that's about a pound and a quarter. Yeah, if you were keeping these guys, that would be perfect pan size. And this size tastes very good in this river. They haven't been in here but about 2 years. These guys grow pretty fast in this river. So that they're very clean fish as long as you don't get them, because they get to be about 50, 60 pounds in this river. After about 10 or 15 pounds, throw them back. It tastes like crap. These guys taste pretty good. Now, a lot of clean rivers, you can keep them that big, but not in this one. Gorgeous fish, folks. Check out those purples. And I'm going to get her in here closer for you guys. Those purples and blues and silvers, chromes. Just a gorgeous fish, buddy. And all that fish does is his speed, his ability to kind of disappear in the current, and that top dorsal fin. That's the only protection he's got towards predators. Gotta love it, folks. Gotta love it. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. And you notice they don't get in that close to the bank. See, he got stuck. Because they're flat, right? When they get into the rocks, they turn over sideways. They can get stuck in bank. And they're open to predator attacks. Like birds or cormorants. Other foxes, wolves. Other things like that. Let me get some words back on here, folks, and I'll get back to that chat ASAP. Nice size white one. Boy, I don't get many of them. That's why I grabbed that one. I was going to let this one go. That's one of my stalkers. I usually let these big white worms go because they breathe super fast. I don't know. I was like right out. A little bit. Maybe I've been casting out people. Okay? Maybe I should come in a little bit closer. And then about 10 feet closer. Alright. Get back in chat, see what's going on. See Paul, what's going on? How you doing, Paul? Paul says, hey Mike, I come in on the right time. Fish on. Yes, sir, my friend. Paul says, nice fish, my friend. Miss Kiki says, nice one. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See, Paul says, well, Miss Kiki. See, Danny says, hi, Paul. Paul says, hey, Danny. Miss Kiki says, Paul. See, 55 people went, 79 thumbs up. That's just incredible, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another bite. Very closer, folks. Ooh, I missed that one. He tore my worm. Tore to pieces. He didn't get it off, though. Pretty good again, folks. Back and check that chat. Dusan, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Dusan says hi. How you doing today, Dusan? Please, folks, don't forget to subscribe, like, share us out. It helps out the channel so much, my friends. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, we're down there on the Mississippi River, down by the Arch in St. Louis. As far as the chat is concerned, that's another top. They're in here closer today for some reason. I guess we've been having some cooler temperatures, and it's getting warm out here. I suppose they're moving in warm into the shallow water just to get warmer. Also, I suppose all their food's got to be in these rocks, just starting to go underwater. A lot of crustaceans and little micro larvae, and there's got to be some worms underneath here too. Leeches, all type of munchies, fishy munchies, not people munchies. But no, be pretty hungry, eat a crustacean or crustacean is moving, like other things like that. Suppose they get hungry enough, right? Body. Got it. Top of top. Dang it. Popped off. Dang. Ah, that felt pretty good too. Whatever it was. Crap. Oh well. I really need to change this look. Problem is, I think all my stuff is somewhere else right now. What's behind me, but at the same time, I don't want to lead her any shorter than this. It'll take me a minute to re-rig this. I got the wrong kind of hook on here, folks. Yeah, I've got a silver hook on. Crap. I just noticed that. No wonder how that buffalo fell. It's gonna take me a minute to re-rig this, I'm afraid. What we're gonna do is I'm going to bring something look like right about here. Like that. Right there, line. This can be taken off. Yeah, I got the wrong thing on here. Kind of felt like a catfish. double that rod, like a channel cat or something. No. What happened? Another bite on it. Okay. Yeah, even these guys I have to off-mix a little bit. Not so much, but a little bit. Alright, folks, hang on a second. Let me get the rod back out and I'll come check that cat, okay? That's that. That's got the right hook on it. Too much soil in your food. Always put over too much soil in with my worm. That way I make sure they don't die on me. I hate digging worms and having them die before I can use them. That means I just wasted all that work of digging them. Come on, you stinker head. On it pretty good. I hate digging a worm out of here before you get a bite on a rod. Have to put the worm back in the bucket and then disappear before I get back in. I gotta have at least 30 worms left in there, and I keep finding them suckers. They're all on the bottom. Pretty good. Good job, worm. That train sounds sick. 56 people in, 84 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. See Dasden, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Dasden says, yo, Mike. Dasden says hi. See, Danny says hi, Dasden. See, Frederick, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Ribbon says, glad to see you're out. I hope you are doing great. Still a little congested, buddy. He's coughing up goo. Catching a few fish out here right now. Just had one pop off on us. I had the wrong hook on. I had a circle hook on again. I grabbed those by accident sometimes out of my box. Let's see, we've caught one 4-pound buffalo and see 2 drum about 2 pounds. Danny says hi, Red. Red says hi. Let's see, Edwin, what's going on? How you doing, Edwin? Edwin says hi. How you doing, Edwin? And I knew my head was going to start pounding again. It says, I'm okay, my friend. Thank you. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm getting over a little bit of a flu bug, but getting out here on the river, best way to definitely help out the the attitude, the whole sick in bed thing. It's better to be outside anyway. Caught 3 so far. 1 big buffalo and 2 freshwater drum. Yep, definitely best place to be. I totally agree with you, my friend. Got him. Got him, folks. That feels bigger. Well, maybe you just thought he was bigger. Yeah, he just thought he was bigger. Not the same as our last. That's a little bit bigger than our first 2. I'll go about 2 1/4, 2.5. This one. Buddy. Here we go. I got you, buddy. Give it up. Give it up. I got you. Let me show you off the YouTube and then go back in the water. That's a fat little stinker. Sheesh, dude. Yeah, you know why these guys are hard to catch this time of the year, right? When the water gets high. I'm going to show you guys this when I get you a little closer. That is a really healthy fish, dude. Beautiful, bright, and silvery. Look at how fat this little sucker's belly is. Sheesh, dude. How could you even eat anything else? Oh. That's what, every time I look at a drum's eyes, I get the thinking suspicion he's going, oh. Gorgeous fish, folks. You gotta love doing this. See you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Took me a minute to figure out what the dang on things were right by the bank. They're usually out there a bit deeper, but today they want to sit in right close to the bank. I don't know. I do not know. I stopped trying to figure these fish out long ago. I just fish where they are, and hopefully I catch them. Yeah, there's all my daggone worms. Look at that. There's 30 of them sitting there in like a little handful of soil right in the bottom. Let me get that. Here, our little simple rig is a little Carolina rig with a 1/8 ounce egg weight on there. You have a little bait holder hook on here, off shank slightly to get these short hitters to hook those little stinkers, because you off shank that hook slightly and you got a much better chance of hooking them if you have a hook set technique. Now, a lot of people will put their rods up and they'll have the rod double the rod over. So it's perfectly fine to use like a circle hook technique, because that fish, when he pulls that hook will turn back in on itself, and the fish will hook itself. Now, these fish, they don't pull. They just go ding, 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 ding. They never, well, not never, like 99% of the time. Every once in a while, you have one try to pull your dead rod in. I'll admit it. Not much. Definitely get a bite from that. Back to that shaft. We haven't been out really that long. It is possible it was pregnant. It's very possible this time of the year they are reproducing. It's just as likely you just had a big old meal though too. It says the best way to deal with the bug is to be on the river. One set of great man. Yeah, plus, you know, people don't realize there's a lot about viruses, ultraviolet radiation, you know. The sun actually is very, very effective in at least giving your immune system a little bit of a kickstart. Let's see, what have I caught so far, Edwin? Let's see, we caught 3 freshwater drum and a 4-pound buffalo. Let's see what Sid just got here. Yep, smallmouth. Yeah, that was a dark colored one. Definitely a smallmouth buffalo. That was one of the prettier specimens I've seen down here this year. There you mark on that fish. It says pregnant. Nice. And boy, I can't speak that language, but I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, I don't even think the translator will work on that, but the pink, you know, emoji thing, I appreciate that. It says hi. Yeah, I'm just gonna be quiet. See, Scooter, what's going on? How you doing, Scooter? Scooter says Mike. Scooter says hello in chat. See, it says nice. Yeah, there are 2 species of buffalo down here. There are smallmouth buffalo and longmouth. Smallmouth and longmouth. What? I don't. I just give. I know the different species though. The longmouth ones are the ones that are quite a bit bigger, and they tend to be a lot lighter in coloration. I have some people that like to keep them, but they don't like to keep those types because it's a hardtack meat. It basically means it's like a hard meat as opposed to a soft meat. I really don't find any difference, to be honest. When they're cooked right, they taste great. I just don't keep them a lot because I don't really like to. It says buffalo, nice. Thank you, my friend. I do appreciate that. 62 people in and 93 thumbs up. Oh my God, we're about to break the 100 barrier already, folks. Just 7 more likes before we can break 100 already. There goes a big old barge up the river. It looks like corn, grain, and soybean barge. Yeah, there's a granary upriver from us. So they ship grain, corn, soybeans all around the country and all around the world from this location. And a lot of that stuff actually falls off the backs of the barges when they're loading it up. So So that stuff floats downriver. It's only about maybe 4 football fields upriver from here. It's not really that far. Edwin says, just give you a like, Mike. Thank you, Edwin. I really do appreciate that. And I really, really do hope you enjoy the show. These little stinkers are giving us little head bites right now. Yeah, another one just, you know what that one did, folks, right? Ate it and sat there with it. Like, you can't hook me unless I move. It's actually funny, it's exactly what they do. They'll eat the bait and they'll sit there with it. And the moment you try to, start reeling it in, the fish will be on there, and you won't get a hook set into them. There's sneaky little suckers down here. Quite ravenous at times too. I'm kind of off my game. I missed 2 or 3 bites today already. I've been sick for a little bit, so my throat's going again. Better take another slug of soda here. Only thing I could really do is keep my throat lubricated. Keep something wet going down it. Best thing to do for that sore throat after you've had a cold, coughing and hacking and everything. Like, pecking on it again. That's all they do down here, folks. They just go ding, 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 ding. They're real tough to hook. And I kid you not, every species of fish down here in this river will hit primarily within the same distance on worms exactly the same way. This year alone, in this spot, I've caught, let's see, blue, flathead, channel, grass carp, common carp, buffalo, let's see, stripers, white bass, skipjack herring, white perch, 2 species of sturgeon. Yeah, that's 12 different species of fish, all on worm in this one spot, and none of them hit. All of them just going ping, 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 ping. You'd think one of them pulled a rod, but they don't. Emma says you're welcome. Emma says good job. 79 people in and 99 thumbs up. We're about to break the 100 barrier, folks. I don't think I've ever gotten 100 this quickly. Yeah, and we broke another barrier, folks. We were over 250 people in when we started this feed. I've never been over like 201. I believe 201 is the highest I've ever gotten. That's like big channel size. I'm a little teeny weeny. I'm a small channel. Yeah, our channel's all about, having fun outdoors, joking, chatting with people, kind of just having fun out here. See, Yukon, what's going on? How you doing, Yukon? Yukon says afternoon. Afternoon, my friend. Welcome into the chat. We're down in St. Louis, Missouri. We're down on the mighty, muddy Mississippi River. Let's see. Edwin says, yep, that's right, Mike. I think I do a moderately good job of it, per se. I mean, I could probably do better. I'm learning. It's a learning experience, you know. And I've learned a lot from lives like Skipjack Cindy and Ethan, NJ, New Jersey Maniac. Also, let's see, Modog. He's also taught me a lot about doing live streams. There's just a lot of stuff I've worked on. Let's see, Chris, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Chris says, "What's up, Mike? I'm working and watching." How you doing, Chris? Appreciate you coming in. Let's see, we've caught 3 big freshwater drum and a buffalo so far. Yeah, the water's about 6 feet from flood stage. Yeah, it's very high. Yeah, that's the name of this. It's getting up there, folks. A couple more feet and we'll be fishing in the daggone trees. Pretty good. All that pick. Got it. That's not being wrong. Yikes. Tighten that drag a little bit. I think we got something big, folks. And that fish is pulling. Whoa, buddy. Whoa. Yeah. Jeez, dude. Boy, this don't feel like anything for me. Oh, the rod is like seriously away. And I don't want to. Oh, boy. Between my legs, good. Alright, other rod's out of the way. Boy, that is big, whatever it is. Not big as head like a brass barge. That's interesting. Feels like a body. Oh, that's just a massive barge. Jeez. Remember I said these guys get big? This is a big drum. Yeah, this is probably 8 or 10 pounds. Man, this fish took off like a common carp when I set the hook. Man, that fish is big. I haven't caught one of these big suckers in a while. Look at the size of it. Man, that is a big, thick one too. I don't know if I can lift this guy. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a 10. And took my hook. Seriously. Oh yeah, that's a big one. These guys get about twice this size down here easy. Yeah, that's a 10 for sure. That's 25, 26 inches long. That is just one big old river monster. That's our first freshwater drum river monster in a while. Look at the size of that sucker. You can mouth that like a bass, easy. That is one big freshwater drum, folks. That is just a big old brute of a fish, folks. Gorgeous. Look, buddy, let me see if I can get that hook out of you right now. water's up the side. It's gonna get washed away on me. Ow, there's the hook. Yeah, I ain't got a hook too bad. Up in the top part of the jaw. He's got such a deep jaw to him, I can't reach with this stinger. And there it goes. Yeah, it just popped out on me. Ah, there we go, folks. Oh boy, that's a fruit of a drum, folks. Gotta love doing this. Just gotta love it. All right, buddy. Get back. Now look at her. Check her out, folks. You don't think that's 10 pounds? That is a big drum. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, that fish took off like a common carp when I put the hook on her. Wow, that was a tough one. I didn't think I was ready for a river monster, but I guess I was. I thought, please, no river monsters today, fishies. Yeah, well, I'll take a freshwater drum river monster. Now, I'm not sure if I'm ready for a grass carp river monster, but I'll give it a shot. And I got water in my dang wrap. Oil here, folks, before my worm comes around on me. Wave got into my worm bucket. If you guys are enjoying the show, don't forget to like and subscribe. Share us out, my friends. I got that one, my line tightened up. All right. Back in chat. What's going on? Chris says, should we plan on river fishing soon? Might see you again. Awesome, Chris. See you soon, buddy. Chris says, yeah. Chris says, nice work. Thanks, Chris. And NJ with a thumbs up. Appreciate that, NJ card. See, everyone says, nice one. And just says, everyone hit that like and subscribe. Blair Witch, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Blair Witch is dang awesome fish. Yeah, that was a big one. We haven't gotten a freshwater drum that size in a while. We did a lot of 4s and 5s, but breaking that 10 barrier on those drums. Those suckers, she took off like a big old common carp. See, Charles, what's going on? How you doing, Charles? Charles says hi. All right, folks. 43 people still in and 103 thumbs up. This is incredible, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. doing, Deer Coop? Your Coop says hi. Hey, Deer Coop. I was just talking about Pierre. Awesome carp angler from the UK. Wait up, stabilize. That's why I went under the last time. Didn't get it right. Kind of hard to get these baits stabilized in the current that's going back and forth. But the current's not moving too fast, so if I put on like an ounce of weight, I'll hold in that spot, but I won't get any bites because the fish won't hit it very good. Oh, I gotta sit my butt down for a minute, folks. No, I'm not. Told you guys, I'm not at 100% yet. And I just gotta sit down for a minute. Get off my old legs. They're still cramping. My legs usually don't cramp up like that, but after being sick for a couple days, you haven't been on your feet for a while, or much in that time, the legs get a little bit weaker than they usually are. I'm still here, folks. I'm ready to wait. Hi, I'm still here. Robbie, what's going on? How you doing, Robbie? Robbie says MVP, hey bud. Let's see, Shauna, what's going on? How you doing, Shauna? Shauna says hi from Florida. Any fish? Let's see, we've caught 4 freshwater drums so far, between 2 and 10 pounds, and a nice 4-pound buffalo so far. See, Robbie says, Sean, what part? This is St. Louis, Missouri, my friend. We're on the mighty, muddy Mississippi River right now. And Skipjack Cindy. Hey, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Hi. Hi, Cindy. How you doing, Cindy? Cindy says, hey, Mike. I'm out here, Cindy. I'm not at 100%. I have to set my butt down every once in a while right now because my legs are still cramping up. I haven't got my river legs back yet. Robbie says, oh, no troublemaker is in the house. See, Yukon says SJC. There goes a big old tugboat coming on feed in just a second. And 3, 2, 1. To your left. Sean says, SW nearest Port Charles, but over into the DeSoto country line, 3.5 miles on the Peace River, where I'm at back from the water. Robbie 9915. Sorry, slow. Hi, fist, LOL. Whew. Boy, that made me a little. Trying to give me a heart attack there. I'm kidding, folks. Let's see. Robbie says, Shauna, I'm in Gainesville. Sorry, Cindy, I didn't get started till about 2:30 today. It took me that long between 10 o'clock and 2:30 just to get bait and get out here. I haven't fully recovered from that bug I had, so I'm... oh, sorry. Gotta keeping fluids down my throat. Gotta keep that throat lubricated the way I can talk. 44 people in and 108 thumbs up. Just really incredible, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Since we've caught 4 big freshwater drum between 2 and 10 pounds. Yep, we did catch a freshwater drum river monster. Yeah, that sucker was over 10. And one big, nice buffalo. See, Sean says, wow, that's about 4+ hours away. Nice drive. Yeah, you guys can hear my voice is a little deeper and more coarse than normal. Picture looks pretty good. We actually look a little pixelated, don't we? Roll up a second here. I think we're kind of pixelated, so let me do a little fixer-upper here. I don't know why nobody ever tells me that, but it does, so let me... Yep, that fixed it up. I don't know why nobody ever tells me I'm pixelated. I tell other people when they're pixelated. I don't know why. First thing I do when I come onto a live feed, if you're pixelated, I say, yeah, you're pixelated a little bit. Don't know why nobody ever tells me that. Yukon says, I got to drive 375 miles total today. Dang, dude. See, Sean says, dang, you do pull out some big fish, MBP. Yeah, we get some big ones down here. We've been getting some 20+ grass carp down here recently. Some common carp, 8-10 pounds. Some pretty substantial fish. Yukon says, Sean, I got to check it out. All right, I think that's enough time off. What? No, 20-pound grass carp. I was worried about that eventually getting that sucker. That's probably not off. Point. Probably not. One less thing to re-rig. We get like a lot of different species down here. Grass carp, common carp, buffalo, stripers. A lot of that worm's gone. Good enough. Big old freshwater drum. Yeah, that could have been worse. We lost the hook, not the weight, which is exactly what you're supposed to do when you're using a Carolina rig. Try your best not to lose the hook itself. I mean, the weight itself. The hook's okay. Those hooks rust away in probably a week or two down here. Yep. Brought my pliers, I guess. I haven't been out fishing in a while, folks, so I kind of forgot a couple of things. Forgot about that hook being short. Hop, hop, hop. All that. Well, doing that when I'm trying to tie a hook on. Really are good at it. I guess that would be different. I'm sorry for getting out feed later than usual. It took me an extra hour just to dig bait, another extra hour just to get down here. Still not at 100%. I'm missing a number of bites tonight. I have to get back out here. I mean, you can't get back into shape doing this unless you get out here and doing it. Heck no. Apparently I got a little bit too close to that box. on says, Alaska, way of life now. We travel with snowmobile. Let's see. Sean asked, well, what river is this? This is the mighty, muddy Mississippi River, my friend. Yep. And he says the Mississippi River. Yep, you got it. Thank you, Cindy. That's another awesome channel. If you guys haven't checked out Skipjack Cindy, you really, really should, my friends. Let's see, Sona says, thank you, Skip. Let's see, Zyro, what's going on? How you doing, my friend? Zyro says hi. Zyro says woo. Cindy says, hey, Zyro. 29 people in and 109 thumbs up. That's just incredible, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wonder how long we've been in. Probably not too long. Honestly, like I said, I didn't get started till later today. No, not too long, in fact. Someone says, I once went to New Orleans in 1992. I got to see the mighty Mississippi Man. I swear, where I was, as it looked like the river was boiling. That much power. Glad I was on the ferry going across. Yeah, this river's nothing to be messing with. Oh, you little stinker. Man, that was powerful. Yeah, people don't give this river its comeuppance. And this is actually a very not very a wide spot of the Mississippi. When you go upriver quite a bit, you'll get really wide down there. I forget the numbers, but there's a massive amount of water going through this river all the time. I think it's like 25 or 30 mile per hour currents constantly up and down this river. The amount of barge traffic, I mean, there's one over there, one over there, one down there. It's just how much stuff gets shipped around this country and around the world from this one river. It's incredible when you think about it. All the corn, the grain, the soybean that is grown all over this this massive country. A lot of it. He was pecking on it already. I'm sure you guys saw that. Going ping, 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 ping. See what I got here. I was hitting it differently than those other fish. I was hitting it almost as soon as it hit the bottom. Getting that tight and settled, I just have to tighten the line up. The moment I tighten that line up, I start seeing the pecker. Still being odd. It's an oddball out. I haven't gotten it. The only fish I've gotten on this one was that buffalo. Stuff must be stale by now. This one does have a slightly bigger hook on it, but not by much. Come on, you little stinker. good. 41 people and 111 thumbs up. Awesome, folks. See, fishing with Manu. What's going on? How you doing, Manu? Manu says hi. How you doing, Manu? Thanks for coming in. I hope you enjoy the show today. See, somebody really's in the house. What's going on, somebody really? Somebody really says wee. There's boy, that's a big old barge coming up. Ooh, no, that's as big as my box. Sheesh. Hey, that's a double decker there. Come on, buddy. Come on. And I do appreciate all those reactions, my friends. It helps out the channel so much. Boy, that barge is moving. Amazing something that big can move that quickly up this river. He's going against the current, folks. He's doing about 20, 25 miles per hour. Doing probably almost as fast as my scooter can go on land. Greg, what's going on? How you doing, Greg? Greg says mine. How you doing today, Greg? See, somebody really says, just got off work and eating a burrito. Sounds good to me, my friend. Save me a bite. And Austin, you're off work too, by the way. Deborah, what's going on? How you doing, Deborah? Deborah says hello, Mike. Hey, Deborah, how you doing today, my friend? I'm sorry to hear that. Somebody really. But I hope it was, a lot of times when people get fired, a lot of times it's more your choice than theirs, because you're kind of like, I don't want this job, I'm just gonna off. I hope it's kind of like that situation. I know I've been in a lot of jobs where I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, yeah, if they don't fire me, I'm gonna make them fire me. Let's see, Deborah says, better, my shoulder's getting better. Awesome, Deborah. Awesome to hear that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you heal up. Heal up pretty well. I can't tell, is this pixelated or not? She looks pixelated again. Let's see, higher picture quality. Yep, she still looks pixelated again. We're gonna have to pop her on and off again. I'm having some problem with the signal today, I'm afraid. There we go. Little stinker. Get back on there. There we go. I'm having a little trouble with the picture quality today. It keeps Keeps going down for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. That's weird. Yeah, it looks better again. I don't know why that picture is doing that today. Yeah, I've been sick in bed for quite a while today. Quite a while. I was sick Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and part of Tuesday. I'm still not quite back to normal. My throat's still acting all wonky and hickey and yucky and everything. Let's see, so far we've caught 4 nice freshwater drum and nice buffalo so far. I heard a rod pop. Yeah, I'm not back in 100% either. I have to keep setting my butt down. My legs keep cramping out there. I'm not, yeah, I've been off my feet for a couple days, so, I mean, it's understandable. It's definitely understandable after a couple days off your feet. You can lose some of that leg strength. All right, she looks clear now. Again, I'm sorry for starting a feed so late in the day. I'm usually doing my feeds earlier in the day, and I just didn't get out until now. Owie, my butt. That Hoyt. Ow. 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 Dumb. Right on the edge of the rock, too. So close to the edge of the rock. Got it into that one off. Yeah, I'm not going to fish a heck of a lot longer today. I think about 2.5 hours is is all I can really take out here today. It's my first time out in, well, since Friday last week. In fact, it's kind of almost my first time out of the house since I just got out of the house yesterday for a little bit to get something from the store, and that's about it. And I tell you, folks, I was in misery for a while there. You know those kind of colds where they make every inch of your body hurt, packing, coughing up food. You're hot and you're cold at the same time. That's not pleasant. God, well, there's some good bites now. Keep moving. Maybe there's only a few fish in this spot. Look at that current. Risky to the right. Risky the other direction that time. Let's see, Whale, what's going on? How you doing, Whale? Or, Wheelup. Yep, Wheelup. Wheelup says hi. How you doing today, my friend? See 21 people and 119 thumbs up. Let's This is incredible, my friend. Getting low. Gonna give it a little bit longer here. I think I can take fishing for a little bit longer. Hopefully I can get one more on for you guys. Head's starting to pound again. Need some Tylenol. Should have brought some with me. Right. And another 15-20 mile per hour wind day. I would love to see this river one day down here this year where I ain't got 15 mile per hour wind. We're dang near up in the trees. Up here comes another barge. Well, I think that's one reason why we keep going pixelated, because those barges are gigantic chunks of iron. And any type of internet signal will just kind of glance off those suckers. There's another big old barge coming up the river. Yeah, that is a double-decker, double stack. That's 2 on top of 2. That's 4 barges there. Yeah, this one's gonna make a wave, folks. Like half the river's being moved right now. Jeez, that's a big barge. Those things was as tall as my house. See, Ruzzy, what's going on? How you doing, Ruzzy? Ruzzy says hi. Hey, Ruzzy. I hope you're enjoying the show, my friends. That was a barge, Deborah. Yeah, those are gigantic barges. They look like they're stacked to capacity with some type of corn, grain, soybeans, something that needs to be waterproof. They got the lids on top of them. People in and 120 thumbs up. This is incredible, my friends. I kind of like the way these rods right now. They're holding pretty good. That one's a little far off the right. Yeah. Right over here in the middle. That is main territory. That's right against that rock face. Right over here. Really good spot. I'm gonna risk it. We are right on top of that rock face. Oh, please. Yeah, I need some exercise to get back out and start doing this again. Best exercise, though, is to get down here and do some fishing. Hey, there's a hook and some good shots. Yeah, I told you someone's been fishing down here, see? There's a gold hook, split shot. There's another gold hook. Free gear, though. Good hook. To be honest, these are trout hooks. They're not my trout hooks. They're about the size of the trout hooks I use. One's been bent out. Right now, fine. Score. 27 people, incredible folks. 120 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you guys notice when she starts getting shaded down here this time of the year, they usually shut down quite a bit anyways. That's when the big catfish and stuff come in here, and I really don't have the gear to be tackling more than, if I hooked one 50-pound blue cat, I'd be in the hospital for a week. Landing that sucker. In the condition I'm in right now, now give me a week, I'll tackle him, no sweat, but not in the condition I am right now. When was the last time I got a blue cat over 50 pounds? It's been about 2 years. Now, last year I got maybe 3 or 4 like 15s. A lot of 8 and 10s. But it's been about 2 years since I've gotten one over about 50 pounds. It gets fished heavily now. After they redid the bridge here, they made a perfect path. Kind of sucks. I used to bushwhack it to this spot. No one ever knew where it was. See, Dave, what's going on? How you doing, Dave? Dave says hi. How you doing, Dave? Hope you're having a good day. $21 people in and 120 thumbs up. Yeah, we broke our pretty big milestone. I've never had 250 people in. At the beginning of this feed, we pushed over 250 in for a little bit there. I think my record was like it was either 189 or 201. Finding the far right. I saw that text. Got him. off. Popped off again. Ah. What is wrong with this thing? Should have stuck. I popped that fish. Dang it. Kind of a letdown, but I can hook into that nicely. Well, not. Wasn't all that big. Felt a couple pounds at least. Right. Neck there. I'm sorry folks, I am a little off today. Back. These rocks suck today. I can't deal with them today. They just aren't back up to code yet. CPA says, let's get them. Deborah says, it seems the water is rushing more. Yeah, when the water gets high, she definitely puts out a lot more volume. Yeah, that river channel comes in closer and closer to the bank, and you got a lot of current comes in shallow. Let's see, Leo, what's going on? How you doing, Leo? Leo says hi. How you doing, Leo? CPA says, I'm surprised you can walk the way you've been beating yourself up on them rocks lately. I know, PA. Put me in bed for a little while there. Oh, close rock. I was right on the close rock. Hop, 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 hop. Come on. Got him. Got him, folks. Come on, stay on, buddy. Stay pinned. Stay pinned, buddy. And we've got, that's why I'm having trouble hooking them. Yep. Dinosaurs in the Mississippi River. Shovel-nosed sturgeon, folks. We talk about one weird-looking, yet one old fish. This fish has been around since the dinosaurs, folks. And this fish has got razor sharp things on the side of his body. That shovel nose on him. Tiny little eyeballs. That tail, it's like a whip in the back of him. Yeah, that's about a half pound. But I think that's a pretty incredible way to end the feed. We haven't been in for a while, folks, and I really do appreciate you coming in and visiting today. I'll take a bite of another rod too. Might fish for a few minutes more. Never know. Look at that guy. Get him in here close for you guys. Look at that. That weird mouth underneath. Oh, yeah, buddy, don't do it, don't do it. Ooh. Quit it, buddy, quit it. Yeah, he wants back in the water, folks. All right, buddy. See ya. Thank you. Thank you. See what's going on with this other rod. Got him. I got that one into him. I got that hooked into that fish. Take 10, buddy. Well, that fish is running. Wow, dude. Oh my God. Another big freshwater drum. Now this is a good fish to feed. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good 5 or 6 pounds. There we go. Hold still, buddy. Hold still. Making a gurgling noise and he just got away. Crap. Well, I touched him, it counts. Oh well. I got in the bank and I touched him, it counts. I think that's a good way to end the feed, folks. I hope you enjoyed the show, my friends. Yeah, we've been in 2 hours and 2 hours and 30 minutes on the dot, folks. Yeah, I got that one up to the bank. It counts. See, that sturgeon was cool. It definitely was, my friend. Let's see, Barney, what's going on? I put it back, buddy. Yeah, majority of the fish I catch down here, I release. Let's see, 20 people still in and 124 thumbs up. Incredible, folks. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm just gonna say it was a nice feed. We caught 5 nice freshwater drum, a buffalo, and that sturgeon. So yeah, I'm just gonna have my old good luck. Stay safe. Hope to see you on the water, my friends. Keep doing what you love. Keep them lines tight, and I'll see you on the next one. And have a great rest of your day, my friends. Thank you. Appreciate it.